this is Noreen from Joy of Cards again, and today we're going to make a super fast, simple Valentine's Day card because we're getting close, and if you want to get something out really quick, this is a great way to do it. I'm only using one stamp set, so I'm very proud of myself. Usually I have like 5 or 6 of them. It's like, no, just one. Used everything just from one, and the heart punch pack that goes with it, so the scalloped heart and the regular heart. So, and these are great. Now if you subscribe, if you're a first-time subscriber and you're the first one that not only watches and likes, make a comment saying, did I win the demo card, and give me a way to contact you, or I'll put my email address on the cover page for the card, because the card instructions are on that front, along with my Stampin' Up site if you want to order these things, because this is the time to get it. It's like right now, because Valentine's Day is around the corner and you just need these 3 and that's it. So there's the Stampin' Up site, my email to say, did I win the card? And I'll say, yay, you did, and I'll mail this to you for free. So subscribe, watch, like, all that good stuff. And, you know, if you want to buy something, I won't be, you know. Anyway, so let's start out. The first thing, and we're only using 2 colors. We're using real red and black. And we're going to do real red as the base. So this is a 5.5 by 4 1/4, you know, scored and all that good stuff. And then we're going to take a black, which is 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. And we can go ahead and snail that down. So this is a really quickie card. There's no like things you have to learn, no techniques you have to figure out. Really simple. All right, and then we're going to take our real red, and it's 4 by 5 1/4, and we're going to stamp this. Now I am using my Stamparatus because if I want to stamp it a couple of times and get that real nice black, I can do so. So if you don't have a Stamparatus, I would really recommend you getting one, because this is like definitely the thing to get. Now I went ahead and I preloaded up my stamp, and what we're going to do is use Happy Valentine's Day from Heart to Heart. So, and I'm going to use STAZON, and the reason why I'm using STAZON is because I just think it's a little more black than Memento, and I really need this black to really go against that red paper. So I'm going to stamp that. And you want it toward the top, because we got to have enough room for the balloons. Now see, I want it just a little more black than that. So I'm going to stamp it again. And this is a great thing about the Stamparatus. Even though I think this stamp would probably do fine with just a block. So if you only have a block, that's fine, because this isn't one of those that, you know, you have to stamp a million times to really get into all the details. So I'm going to pull this off, because we're going to use this again in a few minutes, but we'll pull that off, and then I'm going to affix it onto the card. So just snail it up and put it on in the middle as much as you can. All right, now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take our punches, and we're going to punch out 3 of the black hearts in the scalloped one, and 3 of the red hearts in the regular one. And then we're going to take our awesome silicone thing here, and we're just going to take a black one and a red one. And I'll probably fast forward through this, because, you know, you don't need to see me snail. And there you go. So you got your 3 hearts here, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to kind of line these up. Now, I think I want it about right there, and we want to make sure that the points are going to be together, because we're going to tie our little string there. So so you want to have it like that, and I think just a little more down. It's better to do it like this than pulling up your snail and all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and bring back that silicone thing. This keeps your workstation so much more clean when you use the silicone, because my glass is never dirty because I use it. So I'm going to put this one right here at an angle, and I'm going to take the other one here, snail it up, and I'm going to get it toward that point again. See, I'm adjusting it anyway. All right, there. And then I'm going to take the other one, the third one, and put it in the middle like so. Now the next thing is like, where to get that black string? Well, I'm using, this is the Whisper White baker's twine. And what you can do is you can take the baker's twine and take a scratch piece of paper and one of your pens, your black Stampin' Up! Blending pens, and you just color the string. That's what that scratch piece of paper is for, is you take and you just color that string. Now I cut the string, this one's extra long because I didn't know if I was going to do the whole thing in the video or not, but about 8 inches, just to give yourself some room for error or whatever. And so I'm going to color this string and I will be right back. And there we go. That is the colored string. So all you need to do is take your Stampin' Blend, a piece of scratch paper, and just color it. Make sure all the white is off. So what I did here is I made a little bow. Now, I'm not the best at making bows, so I do it the super remedial way of bunny ear. And I have to make them big enough. And this is, yeah. So just make them big because we can make it small in a second. And then loop it under like I'm in kindergarten, right? There are some ladies out there that make some spectacular bows. I'm just not one of them. So, and then just kind of twist it around without untwisting that baker's twine because it does kind of unravel itself a little bit. And I'm going to make that bow. And you've got a little bit of a tail, which we do want. And good. And we're going to leave that tail on for a second. And then I'm going to take some glue dots. And I love this Take Your Pick tool because not only, and unfortunately this is extra. It comes with the little thing to pick up sequins, which is awesome as well. But this is awesome. It is a separate piece. And then this pick I use on everything from poking out from your dies to doing what I'm doing right now. So I'm going to take this glue dot and put it right down there, and then I'm going to stick that knot right on that glue dot to kind of hide it, right? Oh, and I did something wrong. I affixed my card. See, I told myself not to affix it. Anyway, I'm going to cut this little tail off, and then what I'm going to do is, I'm sorry ladies, I do this a lot. Don't you hate when you glue something down when you're not supposed to glue it down? It's like, no, don't do it. So what I want to do is I want to put some snail underneath, which in my case is not a, it's already kind of there. Anyway, so I'm going to take that and I'm going to give it the like impression of like it's floating or, you know, moving in the wind. Just give it a little bit of slack. And I'm going to take this, I'm going to snip it off because I made mine extra long. Burk, burk, burk. All right. You know, I love the fact that snail, you could just take things up. Like, oops. Anyway, no biggie. So I'm going to put this back on right there in the middle. Yeah, it's probably a good rule of thumb on anything to just put this piece always last. So there we go. That's the front. That was easy. Woohoo! All right, and then the inside is really easy too. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our basic black and snail that up. And this is in 5 1/4 by 4. So this is no biggie. Got my 5 1/4 by 4. Now I want to go ahead and stamp the sentiment, which I've already got lined up. So I always put like a piece of washi for, you know, the generic spot you can put things. And then I lined up on my Stamparatus already. You Make My Life Better. And then I took the little solid heart. And then I also took this little cute, and it kind of hides, this little squirrel heart with the little things on the side. This was just kind of cute. And I lined them up like that. Already on my Stamparatus because I was doing a video. And then we're going to use our STAZON again. And I'm going to, oopsie, keep that protective cover that kind of keeps it all moist. So I'm going to go ahead and ink that up. Now I'm using STAZON once again because I'm stamping on red. And you really want it to pop out on red. So I think it's just a little darker than the Memento, even though STAZON, STAZON is so, if you're watercoloring, you don't bleed into your colors. So unlike the Memento, which is a water-based and it'll bleed. Now, I have to take this little heart though, and I have to put it on the other side. Usually I clean it off and then position it, but since it stays on, I don't think it's going to make a mark. And then we're just going to line it up over here as best as we can. Close this up and then ink this up again like that. Perfect. Now I'm going to show you something really quick with the STAZON. This is how you're supposed to clean it. First of all, when you have your STAZON, make sure you keep that little plastic lid. They want you to put that back on so it stays moist. And then you need to get this STAZON cleaner and a paper towel. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the lid off this and you're going to put it on just gently. It's kind of oily. Well, it is oily, I guess. And put that on and then blot it with a paper towel. And try to get off as much as you can. Might have to do it a couple of times. And some of these stamps will stain, but apparently that is a sign of a really good stamp, is that it will hold the ink. Now, if you get a little bit on the Stamparatus, you know, like I said, this is basically oil, so just use extra oil from the paper towel. And then you're going to take your cleaner and you're going to clean off until it comes clear on the paper towel. And then you're going to take this and you're going to take the stamps over to the sink and clean them off. So that's how you clean up with that. All right, so the last step of our card is to just put it on your card. And that's it. That's the whole card. That's like nothing. And look at how cute they are. You could whip these out. So if you have to make like 5 or 6 of them and it's like, oh, what a pain. This is super easy, super fast. And like I said, if you are a first-time subscriber, like the video and put a comment in my thing that tells me that you did that, and or send me an email. The email and all the instructions are in the heading part of this card, and my email's in there. Or placing an order online, that'll go directly to me anyway, and that's that's direct Stampin' Up line in the header. Plus, or if you click on like STAZON or anything in the description, it goes right to my site as well. So it's really easy. But please send me a note that, hey, am I the first to win the card? And I'll go, yay, yes you are. But send me an email, because if you don't have a channel, I can't see you. Anyway, so that's it. Happy Valentine's Day, and maybe I'll make one more, probably, because it's just close. So anyway, bye.